Available now. Link below.
Brace yourselves, America, for a political earthquake that threatens to shake the foundations of our republic. In a stunning development, former President Donald Trump has fired a blistering salvo at Liz Cheney, demanding her immediate arrest for alleged criminal misconduct during the January 6 investigation. As the Trump 2024 campaign gathers steam, explosive revelations of hidden evidence and shocking scandals have rocked the nation, casting a dark shadow over Cheney's role in the probe. With accusations of abuse of power and corruption swirling around the former Congresswoman, Trump supporters are rallying for justice and accountability, determining to see Cheney face the consequences of her actions. But she's not backing down, firing back with her own allegations against the former president. As the epic battle unfolds, the American people are left wondering, will the truth finally be exposed, or will the political establishment close ranks to protect their own? Stay tuned for this much-watched special report. Now, in a world where political scandals and corruption run rampant, it's easy to feel powerless against the establishment, but just like how this amazing little device right here helps you fight back against the greedy oil companies, we must stand up for accountability in our government. So imagine if you could expose the truth and bring justice to those who abuse their power, just like how this intelligent fuel-saving device helps you save money, and stick it to the gas giants. By installing this small and lightweight gadget, you can enhance your vehicle's efficiency and unlock incredible savings. And by demanding transparency and accountability from our leaders, we can ensure a fairer, more just society for all. Visit ReduceMyFuel.com right now to take control of your fuel costs and join the fight for a better America. Now, in a stunning turn of events, former President Donald Trump has called for the arrest of Liz Cheney, accusing her of criminal misconduct during the January 6 investigation. As the Trump 2024 campaign gains momentum, explosive revelations of evidence, hidden evidence, and shocking scandals rocking the nation, casting a dark shadow over her role in the probe. Now, the allegations against Cheney are serious and cannot be ignored. A House GOP report released last week revealed that Cheney personally took part in an interview with Trump's driver on January 6, 2021, who refuted a claim made by a former White House aide, Cassidy Hutchinson. We covered that story. Now, Hutchinson had alleged that Trump attempted to grab the steering wheel of his SUV and lunged at his head of security in an effort to redirect the vehicle to the U.S. Capitol following his speech. However, the driver's denial of the incident was not included in the January 6 committee final report, raising questions about Cheney's integrity and the committee's impartiality. Now, this glaring omission has sparked outrage amongst Trump supporters and those seeking the truth about the events of January 6. The fact that Cheney, who served as a vice chairwoman of the committee, was directly involved in the interview and chose to withhold this crucial piece of exculpatory evidence is a clear indication of her bias and willingness to manipulate the narrative to suit her own agenda. Now, Trump wasted no time in calling out Cheney's alleged misconduct, stating in a Truth Social post that she should be prosecuted for what she's done to our country. She illegally destroyed evidence. Unreal. The former president shared an article highlighting the findings of the House Administration Subcommittee on Oversight led by Representative Barry Loudermilk, which further exposed the depth of Cheney's involvement in the apparent cover-up. The implications of Cheney's actions are far-reaching and deeply troubling. As a member of Congress and a key figure in the January 6 investigation, she had a duty to uphold the truth and ensure that all relevant information was included in the final report. By deliberately withholding evidence that could have exonerated Trump, Cheney has undermined the integrity of the investigation and cast doubt on the entire process. Now, this is not the first time that Cheney has faced criticism for her role in the January 6 probe. Many have accused her of using the committee as a platform to advance her own political agenda and settle personal scores with the former president. Her relentless pursuit of Trump, even in the face of evidence that contradicts the narrative she's pushed, has led some to question her motives and impartiality. Now, in response to Trump's accusations, she took to X, formerly Twitter, to defend herself, claiming the former president was lying and attempting to halt his own January 6 trial. She said, "Hi, Donald. You know these are lies. You have had all the grand jury and J6 transcripts for many months. You're trying to halt your 1/6 trial because your VP, White House counsel, White House aides, campaign, and DOJ officials, etc. will testify against you. You're afraid of the truth, and you should be." However, many are not buying Cheney's defense. Kash Patel, a top official in Trump's administration, called for immediate action against the former congresswoman during an interview on Fox News. Take a look.
I want to get your take on what happened in terms of the January 6th committee, Cash, because you've written an op-ed on this, and it appears that Liz Cheney and the committee, the January 6th committee, edited out some important key information to tell us about that day.
You're absolutely right. And it's a tragedy for American because they've been deprived of the truth. Just like the FBI and the DNC in Russiagate, who lied and withheld information of innocence to a federal judge to unlawfully surveil Donald Trump, Liz Cheney and Cassidy Hutchinson have been caught doing the same thing. We have been testifying for 3 years now, including on your show, Grand Juries and elsewhere, that Donald Trump ordered 10,000+ National Guardsmen and women days before January 6th. And the one transcript from Tony Ornato, a career Secret Service officer who testified 2 years ago corroborating all of that information to be true, was wormholed by Liz Cheney. It turns out that the lies Cassidy Hutchinson and she produced are the Steele dossier of January 6th, and they use the same modus operandi to deprive the American people of the truth. There needs to be some serious congressional action. Liz Cheney isn't in Congress anymore. Somebody should be subpoenaing her tomorrow to ask her what other information of innocence she withheld, because this was singularly the insurrection exoneration of Donald Trump, and Liz Cheney put it in her nuclear football and tried to bury it.
But where is the information now? Did she destroy documents?
That's the critical question that I hope Congress is answering, because I don't have access to that. So we now know she withheld information of evidence. We are hearing from Chairman Loudermilk's committee that certain things were destroyed. We need to have a full-on forensic examination of cell phones, computers, and laptops, private and government and otherwise, of every staffer and every congressman and woman on that committee to get that answer. Otherwise, we're never going to know the full truth. What else did they withhold? They told us that Bowser and Pelosi actually wanted security. That was another lie that we disproved yet again with this critical testimony. They're the ones that rejected it, and Cheney knew about the rejection and still tried to campaign on a disinformation projection for Donald Trump about he was somehow committing insurrection. So you're right, Maria. We need all of those documents, and I hope Congress subpoenas them immediately.
His comments underscore the growing sentiment among Trump supporters that Cheney's actions were not only unethical but potentially criminal. The deliberate withholding of evidence that could have exonerated the former president is a serious offense and one that cannot be taken lightly. As the battle between Trump and Cheney intensifies, the American people are demanding answers and accountability. The revelation of Cheney's alleged abuse of power and corruption have only strengthened the resolve of Trump supporters who are determined to see justice served and the truth exposed. The Trump 2024 campaign has seized upon this latest scandal as further evidence of the deep-seated corruption and bias within the political establishment. Trump has long maintained that the various investigations and impeachment proceedings against him were politically motivated and designed to undermine his presidency and prevent him from seeking office again. And now, with Cheney's alleged misconduct coming to light, many are beginning to see the truth in Trump's claims. The fact that a high-ranking member of Congress would deliberately withhold evidence and manipulate the outcome of an investigation for political gain is a stark reminder of the depths to which some will sink to advance their own agendas. So as the nation grapples with this latest scandal, it's clear that the fight for truth and accountability is far from over. Trump supporters are more determined than ever to see justice served and to ensure that those who've abused their power are held accountable for their actions. In the coming days and weeks, we can expect to see further revelations and developments in this ongoing saga. The Trump 2024 campaign will undoubtedly use this latest scandal to rally support and momentum, while Cheney and her allies will likely continue to defend their actions and attack the former president. But one thing is certain, the American people will not rest until the truth is fully exposed, and those responsible for undermining the integrity of our democratic institutions are brought to justice. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the outcome of this battle will have far-reaching implications for the future of our nation. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. My final thought is next. In the end, the battle between Trump and Cheney is about far more than just two individuals. It's a fight for the soul of our nation, a struggle between those who seek to expose the truth and hold the powerful accountable, and those who will stop at nothing to protect their own interests and maintain the status quo. As the Trump 2024 campaign gathers steam and the revelations of corruption and abuse of power continue to mount, it's clear we are at a crossroads in our history. Will we stand up for justice and transparency, or will we allow the political establishment to continue to operate with impunity? The choice is ours, and the future of our republic hangs in the balance. It's up to each and every one of us to demand accountability and ensure that the truth prevails. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.